Sponsored by rxcardclub.com. Get a free prescription drug card and save up to 85% on prescription drugs. rxcardclub.com. How to test depth perception. Depth perception is an integral part of everyday life. It is needed when determining distance and how quickly an object is moving toward you. Whether you are crossing the street or passing another car, depth perception keeps you at a safe distance. /r/n/r/n If you have trouble perceiving distance, a depth perception test can determine how both of your eyes work together to see in 3 dimensions. This can be done at home or in an optometrist's office. /r/n/r/n Depth perception testing can help your eye care professional recommend exercises or corrective eyewear that help improve this aspect of your vision. /r/n/r/n This article covers how depth perception works, instructions on how to test it, the causes of poor depth perception, and ways to improve it. /r/n/r/n Depth perception is the ability to see things in 3 dimensions, including length, height, width, and distance. Depth perception works through convergence, which generally happens when both eyes focus on the same object, stretching the extraocular muscles that control the eyeball's movement within the socket. /r/n/r/n When both eyes are focusing on the same object, each eye sees it from a slightly different angle. The brain compares and processes each eye's information to form the unified image that you see. /r/n/r/n When both eyes see clearly and the image is processed efficiently, that result is called stereopsis. When this doesn't happen as it should, the process of seeing depth becomes more complicated. At least 12% of the population has some problem with their binocular, two-eyed, vision. /r/n/r/n People who see through one eye, or have monocular vision, may have some trouble with depth perception. Over time, the brain may adjust to using the limited visual information that it gets from one eye to form an image, and this usually results in acceptable depth perception. /r/n/r/n The consequences of poor depth perception include, /r/n/r/n You can do a depth perception test on your own or have it done by an optometrist. /r/n/r/n Illustration by Amelia Manley for Verywell Health. /r/n/r/n Before making an appointment with an optometrist for a depth perception test, you can try a home test to check your depth perception. /r/n/r/n Perform these steps to test your depth perception. /r/n/r/n Repeat this process a few times to see if your results change or stay consistent. /r/n/r/n Make an appointment to see your optometrist if you see any of the following during your home test. /r/n/r/n These are indications that one eye is more dominant than the other, which can cause poor depth perception. /r/n/r/n A comprehensive eye exam by an optometrist will usually include a depth perception test. /r/n/r/n They may ask you to put on a pair of 3D glasses and look at a booklet of test patterns. Each pattern has 4 small circles, and you will be asked to determine which circle in each pattern looks closer to you than the other 3 circles. /r/n/r/n If you can correctly identify the closer circle in each pattern, you are probably experiencing what is considered normal depth perception. /r/n/r/n There are 2 types of depth perception tests. /r/n/r/n Some conditions that can cause depth perception problems include /r/n/r/n The best ways to improve depth perception depend on the cause. Coping strategies can help when poor depth perception is a chronic issue. /r/n/r/n Verywell, Theresa Chiechirnrn Depth perception exercises that may help. /r/n/r/n Vision therapy can help in treating some depth perception issues. Vision therapists train a person's brain to blend the images from each eye or ignore the image from the eye that is not as cooperative. /r/n/r/n If amblyopia is the cause, Treatment involves forcing the brain to use the eye with reduced vision by placing a patch over the strong eye or using medicine to blur the vision in the strong eye. This approach trains the brain to use the weaker eye. /R/N/R/N with strabismus, an optometrist may prescribe eyeglasses to straighten the eye. Sometimes, surgery on the eye muscles is needed to straighten the eye. /R/N/R/N when depth perception is a long-term issue, many people use a combination of strategies to help them in their daily life. /R/N/R/N here are some ways to adjust for changes in depth perception. /R/N/R/N anyone with depth perception issues should visit their eye doctor once a year for a vision check. /R/N/R/N issues with depth perception can have a significant impact on daily activities, but a number of these issues can be treated once identified. Further evaluation with an eye care provider is recommended to help manage visual disturbances. /R/N/R/N rxcardclub.com. Get a free prescription drug card and save up to 80% on prescription drugs.